Hello, guys, and welcome back to Awakening with Stacy, brought to you by North Node Metaphysical. I am the owner of North Node Metaphysical, and I'm also the co-owner of the Mystical School. So I want to speak to you all. This is very early in the morning for me. It's 5:25 a.m. I haven't slept very well, but that's neither here nor there. I hope you all are doing well. And if you're coming back to see me, thank you. And if this is your first time, please take a look around on my channel. I have all kinds of different information. And I also have so many other opportunities that are on the way. So if you don't mind, please like. And if you want to become a part of my little channel, subscribe. But it helps, a free way to help a girl out by just, put a little like there. So thank you. So what do we want to talk about so early in the morning? I've went over and over. I am this world no longer makes sense to me. As someone who has always been very much ruled by my heart and love, and when I spent half of my life searching for what that meant and what that did not mean, let's just say it's been a wild ride. Being a higher vibrational being on this planet right now is exhausting. I feel everything that's going on. And when my heart hurts, it hurts. It's agonizing pain for me to watch others be in pain. It's pain when I can't help, when I know that I just have to get out of the way because this is their mission, that someone else has to go through their own pain and I can't get in the way and change that. So what do we do as beings of higher consciousness and awareness to help the ones that we are watching fall? I've asked myself over and over again, and what I've come to realize is that it doesn't matter the title of someone in my life. What matters is that I do my best to love with all my heart, but I also have boundaries for myself and what I will not deal with, no matter what the title is for you in my life. That's been a hard thing for me because I was programmed to believe that you fight for your family, even if your family is toxic. It took me a long time to get that one because my heart wouldn't wrap it around. And now I have 5 children of my own, most of you know. And I have a child who has major mental disabilities. And I am the things that this disability and this mental fuckery, excuse my language, that not only society has brought upon my child in the last 2 years of not being able to really live life anymore, not being able to have these young children, young adults truly understand who it is Gen X really is. they take everything that they hear and they just run with it if it fits their narrative. And if it does not, then they leave it and it doesn't matter to them. We wonder why there's a generation of kids that have no respect or love for their parents. And it's not the lack of parenting. It's the lack of perception and the depth of love that has seemed to harness and take back a whole generation. Why is that? Is that the spiritual warfare we're going through? Is that we fight to survive through all the abuse of the 70s and 80s, and then we try to be better than what we had, and now the abuse comes from our own children? Is that the society that we are in? I find myself complex by this, for I've had to set boundaries. I've had to do tough love. And the way that I perceive myself and my other 4 children perceive me as a mother is completely different than the one that has the mental disability. See, his disability causes him to have psychosis delusions that we never knew was there. So for years, I'm wrapping and straining my brain to figure out why there is so much anger and hatefulness for me from him. Once the diagnosis came through, it was very clear and painful that he didn't see the beauty in our family that everyone else did. He wouldn't take the time to know about anyone else except for himself. And maybe, a female, as long as they were able to keep up with the manipulation tactics. I find it disturbing that the Gen X generation has went from dealing with raising ourselves and the abuse and healing ourselves and finding wholeness within ourselves, only to turn around and be abused by our own children. This isn't just coming from me. I know at least 20 people on the top of my head that are going through the same thing with their children. So it has me perplexed on what is going on. Why is this so? What is it that we need to learn as the frequency of 144,000? What are we supposed to learn now? Are we supposed to learn to let go? Is it the path of now? You figure it all out. You make it through your life. You heal yourself. You learn how to unconditionally love others, even with boundaries up, even from loving them afar, to now understanding that when boundaries are crossed in a way that hurt your soul, not your heart, but your soul, is that what we have to learn now is to just let it all go, even if that is our child. Because my child has a decision. He can either let this illness absorb him, or he can learn to work with the disability and kick its ass and stand up for something in the world. As of now, I'm taking the shots of all that anger. And I am being told things about myself that is not true. And if it wasn't for the others in my life who have heard and seen and have known the abuse I have taken as a mother, I'm not sure if I would have been able to make it this far. Because see, being a mother was all I ever wanted. And I tried my hardest throughout my life, my 46 years on this planet. And when I become a mother, to try to be the most perfect one, as I know that is not ever going to happen. There's no such thing as a perfect person, a perfect relationship, a perfect mother, a perfect father. But there's a difference in having a bad day and having a bad life. People throw around all these words all the time that they don't understand, and they use it to crush others. And we have created a generation that have no idea how they make others feel, nor frankly do they care. So we have mothers and fathers out here aching because they've given their all. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of still really messed up people in the world. But for the ones of us who tried, who actually consciously made decisions every day to be the best them that they could be, and it still wasn't good enough, I just want you to know that I see you. I am here for consultation. I am still working through it myself. But if you're out there and you need someone to listen to, as I know there's plenty of us, reach out. Maybe we can all bring our heads together and figure this out and help this generation. The tough love is going to be very important because respect needs to be earned. Respect needs to be given on both sides. But how does that happen when a person has a mental disorder that keeps them from seeing a perspective other than their own, when they won't stop fighting with their self to listen to anyone else? So I invite you to please think about joining me. If you are in this situation, if you are lost on what to do with your adult child, with someone in your family with a mental illness, reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's try to figure this out as a collective of the 144th frequency level of unconditional love. Because I have a little idea that this is something that we are supposed to learn and grow from also. We are teachers and we are students, and we are learning every day. So if you're today, you don't feel worthy or you don't feel good enough because someone else's perception of you isn't the perception that you see or others see because of a mental illness, they're not capable of seeing. I'm with you. I stand with you. I understand the pain. So let's chat. Let's figure this out. And until next time, guys, love you.